Welcome back. So here's my 2025 DR-Z4S. I've done another quick little power upgrade. So I've already got a video out where I added this Suzuki 12-volt power port, and what I've done is plugged in a little USB charging adapter in here to charge things like my cell phone and my camera batteries when I'm on the go. So one of the drawbacks of this is that it didn't work all that great with the handlebar guards or the hand guards that I have. So I have Cycra Ultra CRM. So they mount here right next to the handlebar clamps. Well, the way this bracket was designed for the Suzuki Accessory port is that you mounted it to the handlebar clamps right like that. Once I added the hand guards, I couldn't leave this in place the way it was, so I flipped it and had it mounted like that. Well, the problem there is it made it kind of difficult to get down in there and operate the ignition switch. So my end game plan is to add grip heaters. So I wanted a place to mount a switch for my grip heaters and maybe a switch for auxiliary lights. I don't know if I'm going to do auxiliary lights, but that's what this Tusk from Rocky Mountain switch panel does. They just came out with this about probably 2 weeks ago. Every week or so I check Rocky Mountain's website for new DR-Z4S and SM accessories. As soon as this showed up, I ordered it, and I've had it for about a week now, and I got it installed over the weekend. So it actually gives me quick, easier access to the ignition switch. And interestingly enough, I have this mounted reverse of how it's set up as well. So you see here the Tusk logo is backwards. It's meant to be mounted this way so that this would be over here and your switch would be over there. Well, I actually don't like that, because then there again, it's a little bit more tricky to get down in there with my right hand, because this is going to be up here. So it's just easier, because I'm right-handed, to have this over here and not have it here impeding access to my ignition switch. So hey, Rocky Mountain, if you're watching this video, I would highly recommend redesigning this so that the power port is over here and your switch is over there and your logo isn't backwards, because I flipped it, reversed it, or mirror imaged it. So this is powered through the ignition switch. If you ever decide to add one of these that has a voltmeter, I would highly recommend doing one that has red lettering or red numbers. I have one on my other DR-Z over there, and it's blue, and you basically can't see the blue through the little smoked lens. And it's got a power switch, so we can kill power to it. And we've got two USB-A. There's all kinds of these that are available that have USB-A, USB-C, and whatnot. And I'll have a couple of links down in the description below. Those are Amazon affiliate links to parts like that. Over here is my GPS. I don't run it vertical like that. I just spun it to get it out of the way to install this. So what this comes with is longer bolts and then spacers that drop down into the little recessed cavity in the top of your handlebar clamps. Here's a quick overview of the instructions. We got the plate, we have 4 bolts, we have 4 spacers, and then we also have 4 little caps. I guess there's 4 just so that you have an extra. So those caps would be little filler plugs to go in here if you didn't have a switch plugged in. Pretty easy install. Take your 4 original bolts out, drop the spacers in place, drop the plate on top of the spacers, and then install your new bolts, and then you're done. It literally takes 5 minutes if you're slow to install this. It's a very well written set of instructions too. Nice thing is it's high enough with those spacers where it didn't impede the ability to mount it with my Cycler hand guards here. There's a little bit of a gap right there. So how I have this wired, here a while back, I had Cyclops Adventure Sports design a little splitter so that you can run multiple things off that accessory port. So that's what I've got. It's kind of buried back there. You can't really even see it. And then here's my GPS wiring, and then my wiring for the new accessory port comes up across the top and plugs into the same spot on that little accessory port pigtail where my GPS is plugged into. I'll have some links down in the description below where you can order that, as well as a link to another video that I describe that in a little bit more detail. I think it's the video where I installed and wired the GPS, where I talked in a lot more detail about that little splitter. You can see here the wiring. I've got male connectors that just plug right into this USB port. So that's going to work out really good. I won't have to fiddle with another adapter to plugged into the accessory port like that, which adds more height and it's just more stuff in the way with the cable sitting up here at about that level, probably a good inch or so. And there's no guarantee that that little power port adapter would stay fully seated in there as I'm bouncing down the trail. So that's going to work out a lot better. And I do also have a tank bag. I still haven't done the video on that, but it's the Tusk Olympus small tank bag. That video will be coming out soon. Here we've got the straps for it. So I can plug my cord in and then route the cord through the tank bag and charge my phone or my camera battery. So anyway, that's pretty much about it. I think I'll wrap this video up, and be sure to watch my other videos on the DR-Z4S. And if you're interested in buying this, I've had it about 3 months. Drop a comment down below and we can work something out. I can do a PayPal transaction and get that shipped to you.